Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with Ion Cinema here to review Je t'aime, moi non plus, which means I love you, I don't. It's the 1976 directorial debut of Serge Gainsbourg. There was a theatrical re-release of the film in October of 2019, and Kenout is now releasing it on Blu-ray February 18th, 2020. It stars Joe Dallesandro and Jane Birkin. Of course, Jane Birkin and Serge Gainsbourg are the parents of Charlotte Gainsbourg. And it's kind of a lost queer classic from the late 70s. It also a road movie. Joe Dallesandro, the infamous muse of Andy Warhol and Paul Morrissey, stars as a garbage truck driver named Krasky, and he drives around with Padavan, his partner in crime, who might be his lover, played by Hugues. They stumble upon a truck stop waitress named Johnny, who's very androgynous, played by Jane Birkin, and Johnny and Krasky end up having a torrid love affair, which only works because she has to pretend to be a boy for them to have sex, which becomes kind of a running joke because every time they have intercourse, anal intercourse, she sounds like she's being raped, so they get kicked out of a lot of places. I think Gainsbourg, it feels very much like a first film. Because it was filmed in English and dubbed in French, Dallesandro seems kind of all over the place and doesn't really help his performance. Birkin, however, I think is quite fantastic in the film overall. Reinhard Kaldehoff plays Johnny's despicable, disgusting boss named Boris, and he's mostly around to shout a lot of his lines, but it occurred to me afterwards as I was looking at his resume that he is the Screaming Baron in Luchino Visconti's The Damned, and he was unrecognizable to me in this. It received 2 Caesar nods for Best Sound and Best Music nods. And otherwise, I think unless you're a fan of Dallesandro or Birkin, it's probably mostly a reason to see this film. It does remind me of early Jarmusch, if he had had more queer components in his film, and also maybe a lot like Wim Wenders' earlier Road trilogy, but a lot more provocative, as Gainsbourg, of course, was wont to do, if you consider or remember Lemon Incest with his daughter. There's a new Dallesandro interview on the Blu-ray release, as well as snippets of a Q&A with Jane Birkin and Joe Dallesandro. I give the film 3 out of 5 stars, and same for the Blu-ray release. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IonCinema.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.